What's up, guys? We're back once again. We're going to be looking at The Bad Batch episode 2. Now, again, this is a little shocking. We were going to be getting another episode, of course, on today. And I do apologize for the lack of the video for, it being so late. But again, I had other things going on. I was busy. But first off, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. If you guys have not seen the episode, go check it out before you even watch it. I do not want to be said, oh, you spoiled the episode. So, again, you're being warned. So go check it out. But overall, this episode was very interesting. It was one of those where it was more of a filler episode to me even, and we have where the Bad Batch does go to the planet that they were talking about, and they find, of course, Cut, the one that went rogue and that has the family with the Twilight that we saw that Rex met and everything. And obviously he does mention when they see him, like, oh, they know who they are. He says, well, it's been a while since I've seen you guys. We see some new faces. So they introduce him to Echo and Omega. And it gets shown that, of course, they did come into contact with Rex at one point. And Echo's like, you talked to Rex? When was this? And he says, about a day ago. And he said, where is he? He says, I don't know. He didn't say. And he informs everybody else that, again, with the inhibitor chip, that this is what's causing the problem. And we have a what inhibitor chip, and they look at Tech and they're like, hey, you told us that there was something there, but they didn't say inhibitor chip. He says, well, I thought it was I thought I said it enough. And as soon as that happens, they come up with an idea to try to leave the planet, because obviously with Cut and him trying to protect his family, he really does want to have better for his family. And then Hunter, actually, what's really cool is we see a lot of relationship building more between Hunter and Omega, and we see where when they meet their children, they want to go play with Omega with their ball, and then right before she even asks, she of course kind of gives like a signal to Hunter, like, almost like the mother may I. It's more of the whole father may I. So sort of the thing we're seeing with Baby Yoda and Mandalorian. Really, so this is close to the entirety, except that, again, Omega, her being, like, I would say between 7 to 8 years old, and also her not only being an effective clone, everybody thinking that she's force sensitive. Honestly, I think the same thing. I could be wrong, we could be wrong, but again, it's very interesting to see what exactly she could be. But again, she does almost kind of get hurt when we see, I can't think of the animal that attacks her, but it's the one that attacks Padme in Attack of the Clones. Attacks her, and with the help of Sue as well as Hunter is able to protect her. And then she of course gets upset, saying, I was just trying to get the ball, because she's never seen any kind of fun activity. This is the first time she even gets to see dirt when she arrives on the planet, and she even says, hey, I'm sorry. And what's really interesting about this is we even see where Cut even tells them that she's only a child, she's not a soldier. And Hunter soon realizes that you can't treat her like a soldier because of how young she is, and she's only a child. So she goes on to the ship, and they're trying to come up with an idea that the only way you can get off the planet is if you have, instead of credits, you got to have a ID code. And he even says if you don't have a chain code, you're not going to be able to get on to the depart ships. And when we see that, they come up with an idea where Tech and as well as Echo come up with an idea, okay, well, let's give the Empire a abandoned ship, and when that happens, we're just going to go in there, sneak in, get the chain codes, get out. And Hunter realizes this when they're getting taken, and he says, okay, there's been one big problem. Omega's on that ship. And when that happens, Omega's kind of like, I think it's a good plan. So they tell her to pretty much stay on the ship, but also they do kind of get help from Echo as well as Tech when they're trying to get the chain codes. And when they're finally able to, they tell Omega to go to Hunter and Sue as well as Cut and their children, so that way they could go ahead and get off the planet. But when that does happen, we do see where Hunter is wanting to give Omega to Sue as well as Cut, because he thinks that obviously they're the best chance, since again, none of them are father figures, they're soldiers. And Hunter is now trying to realize that he has to not only look after the rest of his squad and try to survive with the rest of his squad, but now he has to be somewhat of a guardian / father figure to this little girl. Now, I found it really interesting also that at the very end of the episode, right where Omega seems like she's going to be going with Sue as well as Cut, and we all knew that she wasn't going to. We already knew that because, again, with too early in the series of Omega possibly leaving because of how much of a interesting character she comes across to be. So I like it. I think it was very cool. And at the very end, when they're trying to escape, as well as also try to leave, and Wrecker's like, well, where's Omega? Hunter's like, she's not coming with us. She went with Cut and Sue. And right when Cut and Sue's trying to get on the departure ship, one of the clones almost spots Cut, because again, Cut's trying to hold on to his identity that he was a clone in the clone army. Again, he has a little bit of a beard going on. He has a different set style of hair. So obviously he's still trying to hold on to his identity, because again, with him being a clone that went rogue. And what's very interesting is I'm kind of wondering, again, he was not acting anywhere different either. So I'm thinking possibly Rex did something to get his inhabitor chip out. Maybe, I don't know. Because again, he was acting normal. He wasn't acting like a normal clone, even though he did dispar from the army. So again, I don't know if his inhabitor chip got messed up or if something else happened. Don't know exactly what the possibility of why his inhabitor chip got either messed up, destroyed, or taken out. Either or. But overall, this was a very decent episode. Again, it was more of a filler episode. It was kind of felt like a Rebels/Clone Wars type of episode, and that's perfectly fine, because again, that's what we get for this series anyway. I'm enjoying the series. Very happy to see Bad Batch for a second time this week. Again, we're probably going to be seeing it daily on Friday from now on, because again, we had that special episode on May the 4th. So still enjoying it. Looking forward to it. Obviously, can't wait to see what more of the story entails for the story of who we're going to be seeing. Obviously, you know, they're now trying to realize that they're no longer soldiers in the Republic/Empire army, that they are now wanted fugitives/deserters of the army, and they have to figure out how to survive. So very interesting. Can't wait to see what we're going to be seeing more throughout the entirety of the series. But let me know what you guys think regardless down in the comments. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe and leave a big fat like on the video if you did. Also, click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.